I feel like most people would have an intro video come out before having 3 videos get posted, but we didn't do that. I almost called this the ACE-BCs, and I kind of keep going back and forth between them. Basics, ACE-BCs. That first one makes me laugh more though, so maybe it's more fun. Hello and welcome to Ace Chat. I am Marissa and I am here today to kind of tell you why I am here. In other words, to give an understanding of what Ace Chat is, what we're going to be doing with it going forward, an idea of why you should keep doing it. Along with that, I also wanted to give some basics about asexuality. I wanted us to have the same sort of vocabulary to work with so that when I use these terms later or people in interviews use them, we kind of understand what we're talking about. We can follow the flow of conversation. Let's start off with what is asexuality? Asexuality at its most basic basically means that you experience limited to no sexual attraction. It does not necessarily mean that you don't have sex. It doesn't even have to mean that you don't like sex or don't want sex. Sexual attraction is not the same as sexual acts. This may be all a little confusing, and that's fine, because all you need to know for now is if someone says that they are asexual, that they mean something within that realm of experiencing limited to no sexual attraction. They might mean that they're demi, in which case they can form or experience sexual attraction if they form a strong bond with someone. They may mean they're gray asexual, in which case they may sometimes experience sexual attraction, but not enough that they want to act on it, or they experience it, but it's like not a lot. So it just makes more sense to go with this asexual label because it's the label that best represents them and their experiences. Now, there's also a term aromantic, and aromantic, as I've covered in a previous video, again, should have done this video first, whoops. Aromantic means that you experience limited to no romantic attraction. Romance and sexual attraction, romantic attraction and sexual attraction, they are different. We're gonna have some interviews discussing how they are different and kind of looking into some of the nuance there about how relationships form as a result of experiencing or not experiencing these different types of attractions. There's also the term allosexual. Allosexual is not asexual. It is someone who does experience sexual attraction. About 99% of the world is allosexual based on recent research. I don't know how real those numbers are, in the sense that a lot of ace people are either closeted or don't even know that they're ace, in the sense that they don't have the vocabulary for it. They might have these experiences, but just think everyone does. Like myself, I thought everyone was exaggerating when they talked about this hot guy or this, person that I want to. So the numbers might be wrong, but the point is there's a lot of allos, which is short for allosexual, not many aces that are at least represented or out there known. So something else we're going to talk about in future videos is this idea of where is the representation, why we need more representation, what are some examples of representation. We're going to talk about some of the ace influencers or icons out there. We're going to talk about some of the symbols of asexuality out there, like black rings, yellow hats. I consider it a symbol, not everyone does. We'll get into why. We're also going to have more interviews with different ace and aro people in order to better understand their experiences, better understand why it's important to understand their experiences. Some of you might be wondering, well, why Ace Chat? There are some other blogs out there, some other videos, some other etc. And yeah, go look at those too. I mean, the more faces we get out there, the more voices we get out there, the better, because we're all kind of different. We're all going to be focusing on slightly different things in slightly different ways, and just having very different people in terms of we're all very different even as we all are similar. So yeah, this is just a quick little video, but I realized I had not given an overview of what to expect going forward. And so people were probably like, all right, 2 interviews and then she baked a cake. Well, that is a very generous way of putting what I did on that last video. But my point being, yes, going forward, we'll have more interviews, we'll have more baking and answering questions. Well, it's gonna be bad. I'll also be inviting people over for some card games because, well, unicorns are a symbol of asexuality. We'll cover that. Also, you know, aces, they're a symbol. And there are a lot of stereotypes about the ace community being frigid or prudish or full of themselves or whatever. So we're gonna add a little levity to this conversation because that's a bunch of crap. But yes, we're going to try and dispel some of these stereotypes, try to come to a better understanding of the greater community, and also hopefully just kind of learn from each other along the way. There's stuff I don't know, there's stuff my guests won't know. There's just so much we all have to teach each other, and it starts by being part of the chat and listening to it. Thank you so much for joining me today on Ace Chat. Hopefully this gave you a little bit more insight into where this platform is going. We'll be having other little basics. I laugh every single time. We'll be having other videos that go over some more of the basics. There's actually just a lot to the basics, which makes me wonder how basic it is, especially because so many people don't know about them, including a lot of people within the community even, because it's not talked about a lot. Make sure to stick around and can't wait to chat with you some more. Bye.